Have you guys seen a lot of other people get promoted by JV partners in your email inboxes and been like, I would like that to be me one day? Anybody been like, I want to be promoted? I woke up the last 2 days to somebody. I was a little bit just relaxed all day, and I wake up to like somebody blasting out my event. It's an amazing thing. But JV Partners is an automatic audience creator. It's a low risk, it's simple and effective because you only pay your partner once you get paid instead of ads where I got to put 30,000 down, right? And now you get to be invited to the cool club so that you can explode your platform. So what we're talking about is pretty simply your event, but filled with joint venture partners who have your list, right? Pretty simple stuff here. It's also an agreement where they're going to send for you and you're going to give them some kind of percentage, and I'll show you those percentages in a little bit. So the myth in this particular one is that you need an email list to get partners to send for you. And this is a big one. This is kind of like the size thing, right? It's like, what's the size of your list? And oh my gosh, I don't have a big enough list in this whole thing. And we get really insecure about it. But I want you guys to get it. It's a myth. The truth is, and I am literally proof, and the only thing that will stop you from being able to truly own this belief is your own stuff. You got to just trust me and start to live into it and affirm it that you can and anyone can obtain support of a JD partner, no matter your list size or experience. Everyone has to start somewhere. And there are people who have email lists that want to support you if you will simply follow this process. And I'm case in point because I use these partners who had a huge email list when I started out and I had none. And what I did is I got around them, right? We got to be, proximity is power, but also it's about asking. So effortless success, do you want effortless success? And people say yes, but most people are addicted to believing that it has to be hard because we're trained in this culture to believe that our value is based on how hard we work. Raise your hand if you know what I'm saying. It's really frustrating because you don't need to build your whole life around like hustling, right? So if you like the idea of effortless success, I'm going to share with you a 3-step system right now around this topic called Ask Your Way to Success. Step 1, and I want you to do this. Make a list right now of 1 or 2 people who you know have your ideal audience, okay? And it could be somebody you don't know. It could be an author that you read a book from. It could be somebody you've looked up to for years. So don't rack your brain on it. Just think about 1 or 2 people that you know have your list of your people. 1 or 2 names. This is step 1. We got to cross step 1. All right, let's keep moving. Okay, so hopefully you guys have 1 or 2 people. Number 2, send this to them either in a DM or an email. You can take a screen capture. Hi, my name is, I found your name inside of, or wherever you know them from, and I'm impressed with your something. I believe we might have great synergy to refer clients to each other. I'd like to book a call so that we can explore opportunities. Please let me know if you have a calendar link that I can use or I can send mine. So here's me doing an audio message for somebody, okay? This is what I would say. Hey, Steve, I hope you're doing well. It's been a little bit since we connected. I see all your stuff on Facebook. It looks amazing. I just want to share with you, I've got a couple really cool things coming up, and looks like you got a lot going on too. I would love to connect if you have like maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the next few days and talk about ways we can support each other. I'd love to hear what you have going on, and I can share some of the things that I have going on. Hit me back and let me know if there's some times that work for you. I mean, like, it's so not hard. You could be doing it all day long. So what I say about booking calls with partners, it's kind of like they say about saving or when planting a tree. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago? Like when's the best time? But when's the next best time? Right now. And then we move to step 3. Ask part 2. On a Zoom, secure an agreement. I should highlight secure an agreement. Get on a call and don't leave the call unless they agree to send for you. Now, of course, you can't like twist their arm or something. I'm just saying most people don't ask. Like, so I'm in a mock JV call for you right now. And sometimes I like to do little calls with people from the JV directory, and I'll be like, here's how you do a JV call, guys. Like, it's really not hard, but no one does it right. Don't go to these calls and start selling your stuff, right? Like, go to these calls and be like, hey, man, tell me about what you have going on. Oh man, I got this. Oh, what kind of audience do you have? Really? Oh, what is your next event? That sounds awesome. Like, what's your plan? Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That sounds really cool. And then naturally it's your turn. Well, I've got an event coming up and I'm looking for some partners. And my event is on this date. And I'm really looking for somebody to send one or two solo emails to their list. Yes, social media is awesome, but I found that it's way more effective if you can share to your email list, and it's for this audience, and we're really effective at helping people get this result. In fact, like, my clients love it. I support them with this outcome, and they're really stoked when they hear this message. People rave about this presentation. Do you think that you might be willing to share about it? Does January work? I have a workshop coming up in January. No? How about October? Awesome. How about two emails or one? Can you give me your assistant's email or your email so I make sure? Great, we'll send you all the swipe file, make sure you have everything. Awesome. So I want to make sure this is a great win-win. So here's some of the ways that I can support you. I don't have a big email list, but what I do have is X, Y, and Z. I'm happy to do that. In fact, I've been really effective at jumping on, looking at people's website, noticing some of the errors, and like immediately making some tweaks that'll make their business a lot more effective. Or I have this energy clearing session. I'm happy to do that. Is that something that would be helpful to you? Or I could do this, I could do that. So come to the session with some things you can give, but don't leave the session without securing the deal. Raise your hand if you guys feel like you can do this. Can you guys have a conversation like that and deal with your fears and just really ask that stuff? Like, it's not rocket science. People just don't ask. So this is kind of emails I get. This is what you want and is going to happen for you. Here you go, Sean. Went out today. That's it. You wake up to automatic audience creation. Just wake up to it. Or Moira, who sent me a message after she sent this email. Hope you're getting plenty of signups. I've had a lot of responses to the email saying that it sounds and looks great. I don't know about you, but a lot of people think that it's like spammy or like something's uncomfortable about marketing their stuff. But when you hear that people like it and they want it, it changes the paradigm and gets you to go, why am I not sharing this more often? Right. So automatic audience creation by setting up these calls. Percentage guidelines, I promised I'd share with you. Like, if you're doing JVs, what I recommend, if you have a course and you have no delivery, zero delivery, not a group program, no delivery, zero delivery, 50% or more, go for it. Because you wouldn't make the sale without the partner. So why not give up more, half or more? It's totally normal to do so. Or if you have coaching, whether it's a group program or one-on-one, it's somewhere between 5 and 15%. You got to find that line. 15% is a lot. Like, if you sell a $10,000 thing, and you're giving 15% to this person, $1,500, you got to ask yourself, I got to deliver for this client for 6 months. Does that feel good to me to give them 1,500? And feel out energetically somewhere between 5 and 15% and make a decision about what you want to give if you're going to be coaching. Okay. Hopefully you guys are excited and inspired. Have a great rest of your day, guys.